This is Jackie with All Access, and I'm here with Darkest Hour at Virginia stop of Mayhem Festival, enjoying a little bit of shade, a little bit of sun. Now you guys have been around for a while, since 1995 or so.
That is correct.
According to my notes, it is anyway. What do you attribute to your band's longevity?
Probably the cycling of members.
I love your honesty.
You know, there's been about 19 people in the band, and there's currently 5, so that's always good. And, it feels good.
I wasn't going to go there, but I love that you did.
Hey, you got to go somewhere.
Yeah. So how do you guys stay positive and focused with a lot of lineup changes?
Well, every time that there is a lineup change, we try and you just have to do what you have to do, There's nothing else you can do, and there's no reason to not try and be positive, So the whole goal is to make music that we like with people that we like, so that's what we do.
Well, that's good.
I agree. And, you can't rush it when there's a member change. You got to really put your feelers out there and find someone that's going to mesh with the group, someone that's got the same kind of mentality or the same kind of passion or the same sense of humor and talent as everybody else, and maybe sometimes even more talent.
And stunning beards.
Yeah, and you got to be able to grow a beard or else you can't join the band. That's it.
All right, so I won't try out the next
really
time.
The only requirement, actually, yeah.
Badass beards.
All that other stuff, yeah. Just beards.
So how has your sound evolved through the years?
Well, when the band started off, it was like the first stuff was a lot slower, I guess, and then there was a second period that was really thrashy and faster, and then the next period added more melody and 2 guitars and all that kind of stuff. And now, I think that there's more melody in the vocals, there's tons of melody in the guitars, there's lots of heavy stuff, the drums are totally amazing, so, hopefully we got the total package.
Got all the right people in the right places now.
Absolutely.
The right parts together.
Good. That's what it takes. You recently released your self-titled album. What's the songwriting process like?
Well, we spent, 2 years, I guess, between the time that we started writing the songs and finished recording it, and, it just comes down to, dudes come up with riffs and then show them to other dudes, and then they become songs.
Then the magic happens somewhere in between.
There's a lot of emailing going on because we're kind of spread out. Our singer lives in L.A., our drummer lives in Delaware, bass and guitar live in Virginia, Maryland, and I live in Texas. So it's a lot of commuting and a lot of bad communication, but somehow good riffs show up and good vibes ensue.
Wow, that does take some organizing. That's pretty great. So now you're here at Mayhem. What's a day in the life for you here at Mayhem?
Should I get graphic? Or?
Do it!
Well, I usually wake up when the sun is warm, and then I ride my Harley down Melrose, impressing all the 15-year-old girls. No, but I really wake up in my bunk and I'm watching Seinfeld for about an hour and a half. Go to lunch, get a sandwich or 2. Definitely steal about 4 sodas because you're never going to need them for mixed drinks later in the day. Around, 1:30, we'll probably start practicing, getting ready for the show, change clothes, play the show, rock and roll, nail it every day because we're the best in the world's best in the world. And after that, it's 10 straight hours of heavy drinking.
The true...
Rinse, repeat. Yeah. Different parking lot, same thing.
So how do you guys make sure that you leave a lasting impression with fans at Mayhem?
Just like you said, we're the best band in the world and we nail it every day. So, it just goes with the territory, how could you forget that?
Duh.
How can you forget this?
You are unforgettable.
I'm not Mark from Suicide Silence, though, by the way.
Do you get stopped often?
Daily. I just had the singer of Texas Hippie Coalition come up to me and congratulate me on being in the best band on the tour.
Well, Well, you told him he was right.
And it was like, yeah, you're the best, man. You're the Texas boy. Suicide Silence is the shit. We were standing in our merch booth. It was great. He likes to party.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that makes up for it, I guess, a little bit. That explains it. Maybe. Maybe not.
I was impressed.
You won't forget him.
I'll never forget that motherfucker.
There you go. Well, with album sales not being the benchmark that it used to be, how do you gauge success for your band?
Doing what we want to do, and that's the only way you can judge success for anything.
Wow. Yeah, he said it perfectly. I have nothing to add to that.
Touche. Kids often turn to music when things get tough. What music did you turn to as a teenager?
I was into a lot of punk rock. It was in the early 90s when I started getting this stuff, so I was into Rancid, Operation Ivy, things like that. I like the grunge stuff, the Seattle sound, Nirvana, the Pumpkins, all that kind of stuff. And, I think it's, the angst, the teen angst has got to get out, and I think punk rock is a good vessel for that. And, grunge was also another one. I don't know, it just seemed real, emotional. Maybe the lyrics didn't always make sense, but the passion was there, and I think that's what a lot of people gravitate to.
Yeah, you're not going to gravitate to a pop album if you're having a shitty day, are you?
No, that actually makes me more angry most of the time. Well, it just depends on what it is. I mean, I like Madonna. I like good pop music, but bummer pop music bums you out. That
Classic pop.
Angry. Slayer makes me happy, and bad pop music makes me angry.
Fair enough. So what's up next for Darkest Hour after Mayhem?
Well, this record officially comes out tomorrow, and we're gonna do that. And I don't know exactly what we're doing yet, but we'll be touring somewhere, playing shows to support it.
Playing shows, stroking beards,
Yeah.
hanging out in parking lots. Stay tuned for much more from Darkest Hour. This is Jackie. Thanks to All Access and In the Key of Change.